Come with your heart, come and journey with me. Come and journey with me. Come, let the sun fill up your eyes. Take the time to look around and love, just love, and walk with each other. Come and journey with me. Come and journey with me. Come and see, come and be all you are and all you can be, and leave all behind and calm your mind. Come and journey with me. Come and journey with me.
Please be seated. Good afternoon to you all. We are blessed to be here together on this shining late June afternoon in this beautiful setting at the edge of Bear Lake to witness and affirm the marriage of Laura Abby Damon and Jean-Luc Thériault. Laura and Jean-Luc, it is a great privilege for us all to witness this ceremony and to share in your great joy this day. This ceremony celebrates not only your lifelong commitment to each other from this day forward, but also something beautiful that already exists, your love for one another. There is an unexpected grace in this, that you met each other, became steadfast friends, fell in love, nurtured your relationship over time, and are now making the free and heartfelt decision to join your lives together in marriage. And with this freely made choice comes commitment and responsibility. For you are committing to a shared life path with one another, committing to each other's well-being as much as your own. Today, you cannot know exactly what your unique and precious relationship will require of you in the days ahead, nor what the future holds. There are sure to be challenges along the way. That is true of every relationship. But as you acknowledge and face these challenges together, They will become opportunities to discover new meaning in your shared lives. You will laugh and cry. You will be sick and be well. You will be happy and angry. You will share and grow. Your life together is uncharted, unexplored territory, and together you will discover its changing terrain. So may you cherish and affirm your differences, keep your commitment to one another primary, and love each other always, as you discover the adventure, the work, and the joy that is marriage. You are all here today because of your love for Laura and Jean-Luc. It is very evident that the gifts of family and friendship are deeply important to them, and that doesn't happen by accident, but by example and life experience. Within the wider circle of love and connection that embraces them here today, each of you has been nourished in some way by them, and they in turn by you. And so in some way, large or small, you have helped this relationship come into existence, and you will help it to flourish in the years ahead. And so I ask all of you here to give your affirmation and blessing to this marriage of Laura and Jean-Luc by repeating after me. We give you our love and support. We give you our love and support. And now I would like to invite Laura's grandmother, Clarissa, to come forward and offer some words of wisdom.
Well, to begin with, I can't tell you how honored I was when Laura first asked me to spend a few minutes with them and with you today. It's a gorgeous day. How could it be any more beautiful than this beautiful day? And here we are, June the 30th, 2012. One of the longest days of the year. The sun will set late. It's warm and beautiful. And just by coincidence, my husband and I were married on December the 30th, 1945. And that was certainly one of the shortest days of the year. Now, I certainly can't remember the weather, but it's safe to assume that midwinter in Maine, it was probably cold, and we know that by this time in the afternoon, the sun would be setting, and it would probably be dark. And as I thought back to that day, I thought, well, the world as we knew it back then was as different as day and night from the world we live in today. It's so many changes have taken place that we all that have lived through it know how many there are. It's far too numerous to mention. But yet, some things stay exactly the same. Young people meet, fall in love, commit to each other, just as they did back then. And so, how fortunate we are that things do stay the same. But if you do the math, actually today, Cliff and I would be celebrating to the day 66 and a half years of our marriage. Thank you so much. And so as I say, things change the same. And of course, the very first thing that we're always asked when people hear that is, what's the secret? You know, that's common. You just hear that all the time. But as I always have a hard time to answer that question because there isn't any real secret. There are very few things in this life that all one size fits all. you have to find your own secret, which I'm sure you will. As you go along, it'll be different from anyone else's, but still, it'll just be yours. And of course, another thing that often people advise if they're getting married, never go to bed angry. Well, I'm not sure how realistic that is. And then there's the flip side of that people say, well, if you have a problem that you can't work out, you sleep on it. Because things always look better in the morning. And so that's my advice to you. But the other side of that too is I think it's better to say, don't wake up angry, but treat each day as the gift that it is and find the joy in the day. And when you do, share it with each other. Because you wouldn't believe it, but there's a bite for each of you, even a fun-sized candy bar. And so, I don't really have a lot of advice. Laura's heard it over and over. She's heard them all. John Luke, she'll probably repeat them to you, all these sayings that I have. But how could we be more blessed? And so Grandpa, it joins me, I'm sure, in just wishing you all the best. And to begin with, we want you to have health so that you can live to be seniors like we have been blessed to do and celebrate all those anniversaries. And there'll be so many things that we will share with you too along the way. And so good luck, good fortune, bon voyage, and God bless.